In the world of Chinese entertainment, rumors often travel faster than truth, and sometimes what remains hidden becomes far more intriguing than what is openly revealed. For years, fans have speculated about the real relationship between Su Kai and Tan Songyun, two stars whose names continue to spark curiosity whenever they are mentioned together. And now, whispers behind the scenes are beginning to paint a picture that is far more complex than anyone expected. It all started subtly, with small interactions that many dismissed as coincidence. A shared glance during an event, a brief moment of laughter caught on camera, or the way their schedules seemed to align just a little too perfectly. At first, fans brushed it off as professional courtesy, something common in the industry where actors frequently cross paths. But over time, these coincidences began to stack up. Behind the polished images presented to the public, insiders began to notice a different dynamic. Su Kai, known for his calm and composed demeanor, reportedly showed a noticeably softer side whenever Tan Songyun was around. Meanwhile, Tan Songyun, usually cheerful and independent, appeared more reserved, almost protective of certain interactions whenever cameras were nearby. What makes this story even more intriguing is how carefully everything seemed to be managed. Unlike many celebrity rumors that explode overnight, this one has lingered quietly, as if both parties were intentionally keeping it under wraps. There were no dramatic denials, no public confirmations, just silence, and sometimes silence speaks louder than words. Fans began digging deeper, analyzing interviews and behind-the-scenes clips. In one particular interview, Su Kai was asked about his ideal partner, and his answer raised eyebrows. The qualities he described, gentle, understanding, and naturally warm, matched Tan Songyun almost perfectly. While it could have been coincidence, many believed it was a subtle hint. At the same time, Tan Songyun's own interviews added fuel to the fire. When asked about working with co-stars, she once mentioned someone who made her feel comfortable without trying too hard. Though she never mentioned a name, fans were quick to connect the dots, especially given the timing of her statement. Another layer to this mystery lies in their off-screen interactions. Unlike many co-stars who actively promote their projects together on social media, Su Kai and Tan Songyun maintained a surprising distance online. No frequent mentions, no obvious public support, almost as if they were deliberately avoiding attention. But paradoxically, this distance only made fans more curious. Why would two people who work together so well choose to keep such a low profile regarding each other? Was it simply professionalism, or was there something more they didn't want the public to see? Industry insiders have hinted that their connection might date back further than fans realize. Some claim that before they ever officially collaborated, they had already crossed paths multiple times in private settings. These early encounters away from cameras may have laid the foundation for a deeper bond. One particularly interesting detail comes from a staff member who allegedly worked on one of their projects. According to this source, Su Kai would often adjust his schedule slightly just to be present during Tan Songyun's scenes, even when he wasn't required to be there. While this could be interpreted as dedication, many believe it suggests something more personal. Tan Songyun, on the other hand, was said to be unusually attentive to Su Kai's condition during long filming days. Bringing drinks, checking on him during breaks, small gestures that might seem insignificant, but in the context of their otherwise distant public image, they stand out. Then there are the moments that almost slipped through the cracks. A blurred photo taken by a passerby, showing two figures resembling them walking side by side in what appeared to be a private outing. Though never confirmed, the image quickly spread among fan communities, fueling endless speculation. Despite all this, neither Su Kai nor Tan Songyun has ever addressed these rumors directly. Their silence has created a kind of mystery that continues to grow, leaving fans to interpret every detail on their own. And perhaps that is exactly how they want it. Some believe their decision to keep things hidden is driven by the pressures of the entertainment industry. Relationships can affect public perception, brand endorsements, and even casting decisions. By keeping their connection private, they may be protecting both their careers and their personal lives. Others argue that what they share might not fit the traditional definition of a relationship. It could be a deep friendship, a mutual understanding, or something that exists somewhere in between. Not every bond needs a label, and perhaps theirs is one of those rare connections that defy simple explanation. What's undeniable, however, is their chemistry. Whether on screen or in subtle off-screen moments, there is a natural flow between them that feels effortless. It's the kind of connection that can't be easily fabricated, and fans have noticed it time and time again. Even their colleagues have reportedly picked up on this unique dynamic. While no one has spoken openly about it, there have been hints, playful teasing during interviews, knowing smiles, and the occasional comment that seems to carry more meaning than intended. As time goes on, the story of Soo Kai and Tan Songyun continues to evolve. New clues emerge, old ones are re-examined, and the narrative grows richer with each passing moment. Yet, the core mystery remains unchanged. What exactly is the nature of their relationship? Perhaps the answer lies not in grand revelations, but in the quiet moments they share away from the spotlight. The industry thrives on visibility, but some of the most genuine connections are those that exist beyond the reach of cameras and headlines. In a way, their story reflects a broader truth about fame and privacy. The more the public seeks to uncover, the more celebrities learn to conceal. And in that delicate balance, something real can sometimes be preserved. Fans may never receive a clear confirmation, and maybe that's part of the allure. The uncertainty keeps the conversation alive, turning every small detail into a piece of a much larger puzzle. At the end of the day, whether Soo Kai and Tan Songyun are simply close friends or something more, their story has captured the imagination of many. It's a reminder that not everything needs to be fully understood to be appreciated. And as long as they continue to remain silent, the mystery will endure. Each glance, each interaction, each subtle hint will be analyzed and reanalyzed, keeping their story alive in the minds of fans around the world. Because sometimes, the most compelling stories are not the ones that are told openly, but the ones that are carefully hidden, waiting to be discovered by those willing to look a little closer. And in the case of Soo Kai and Tan Songyun, it seems that what has been hidden all this time may be far more meaningful than anyone ever imagined.